Good afternoon and welcome to the Yorkshire Prediction League with me, Grandad, and this here is Grumpy Chuds. Say hello to everybody, Grumpy Chuds.
Hello everybody!
What we're going to do, because the football season kicks off tomorrow, we are going to bring you every week our predictions for 10 teams in Yorkshire.
Or 9.
Or 9 to start with, because Huddersfield can't be bothered to join us. And what will happen is, we will give you our score predictions for each team. And we get 1 point if we get the result correct, but not the scores. And you get 2 points for each team's score that you get correct. If you get both teams' score correct, you get a bonus point. So you can get a maximum of 6 per game.
But
You don't need to put your hand up. You're not at school.
But
Yes?
you get double points on your match that you're sure that...
Oh yes, we're going to have our special bet. The one that we think is the most confident. And you get double points on that. So let's start off. The first game then, Chud, is Wigan versus Wednesday. How do you see that going?
Which is my boot of the week!
Your boot of the week. Hang on a minute. I'm a little bit shocked at that. I'm this shocked.
And before you continue...
It's your shoe in the box bet of the week. Right. So what score have you gone for?
I've gone for Wednesday to win 3-1.
You've gone for Wednesday to win 3-1. I have also gone for Wednesday to win 3-1, but because it's Chud's star bet, I can't have that one. I have to pick something different. Okay? So, you've gone 3-1, I've gone for 3-1, so there's not going to be... You need that one to win to get your bonus points. What about the Pigs versus Swansea? How do you see our little porky
Which is
friends?
Sheffield United, by the way.
Oh yes, I forgot to say. In case you don't know, we call Sheffield United the Pigs. Mainly because they have snouty noses and trotters to run on and curly tails. And they smell nice in a sandwich.
But also...
Yes?
Do you reckon Leon Clark can do well this season?
I don't know, what do you think?
No.
No. You think you will do well?
I think he won't do well.
No, I don't think he'll do well either. So what score have you got down for the Snort Beasts against Swansea?
Swansea to win 3-0.
3-0.
And by the way, Swansea do not have Carlos.
No, they don't have Carlos. Anybody that's thinking that they've got Carlos, think again. He's not there. We liked Carlos, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we like Carlos.
How did your mum feel about Carlos?
Hate him.
She hated him, didn't she? She did not like him at all. A lot of Wednesday fans didn't like him, but we did. We liked him. Who else doesn't your mum like? Bannon, Forestieri,
and
Bannon.
Yeah.
We like both of those too.
Yeah, we like both of those.
Yes. But that's just us, because we know about football and your mum don't really, does she?
Yeah.
So you've gone for what score, Pigs versus Swansea?
3-0 Swansea.
3-0 Swansea. I've gone for 2-1 to Swansea. So we're both thinking a Swans win. Okay, what about Barnsley versus Oxford?
I'm a Barnsley fan, so I decided to go 2-1 Barnsley.
2-1 Barnsley. Well, they're in a new division. It's a little bit easier for them. So things should be better.
You say that, but they're really young and not experienced at all. They might struggle.
They might struggle, but it's easier in League One than it was in the Championship.
Slightly.
Yes. They've got a new manager as well. Who's the new manager?
Can't remember his name, but we have signed Willis Dognall.
Is he called Dingle McDingle?
No, but we have
Is he
signed...
called Stinky McDingle?
No,
Is he called Stinky McBarnsley?
No, we've
Is he called Poo
actually...
Poo Face?
We signed a new guy.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis Dougall. Yeah, close enough.
Hang on a moment. I'm this shocked.
Dougal. Close enough.
Doug'll do. Will he do though? Will Doug'll do?
Dougal.
Right.
Lewis Dougal.
Well, I also think that Barnsley will win. I've gone for a 3-0 win to Barnsley. What was your score again?
2-1.
2-1 to Barnsley against Oxford. What about Brentford versus Rotherham?
Well, basing on Rotherham aren't that good. I'm going to go for 2-0 Brentford.
Recently promoted Rotherham. Brentford did really well last season. A very difficult team to beat. What score have you gone for again?
2-0 Brentford.
2-0 to Brentford. Well, I have gone for 3-0 to Brentford. And I make this my plant pot of the week. This is my joker bet. and it's Grandad's Plant Pot of the Week. 3-0 to Brentford. What about Stinky Leeds against Stoke? What shall we call Leeds?
I'm not sure, but I'm just not going to say the word.
What about Stinky Mums?
I'm not going to
What
say
about
the word.
Smelly Underpants?
But anyway,
What about Stink Pants? Yes, the Stink Pants. Leeds versus Stoke.
1-0 to Stoke.
1-0 to Stoke.
Think
Well,
about Stoke
I've
that
gone
much.
for 2-2. I think it will be a surprise result. I think everybody will be surprised at that, and I think it'll be 2-2. Next up, we've got Hull against Villa.
Ooh, that'd be a tough one, actually. 1-1.
You've gone for 1-1. I've gone for 2-1 to Villa.
Ooh.
What do you think to Villa? Do you think they're going to be up there this season or not?
Didn't Villa get their new owner quite recently?
A new owner? I'm not too sure about that.
I'm sure
Maybe we
about
should have done a little bit of homework before we discussed this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your job for next time, to do some homework so you know exactly what we're talking about.
I'm sure Villa had a new owner.
What about Snodgrass? Is he going to be playing?
Snodgrass, I think Tottenham are after Grealish.
What? That's not what I asked.
I know.
What about Snodgrass? Spurs are after Grealish. Okay. What about Grealish? Oh, Africa is a long way away. Okay then.
But,
What about the new Leeds manager? I think potatoes.
but Grealish
Yes.
is Tottenham are actually interested in Grealish.
Yeah, well, he's not bad at Grealish, is he? But what about Snodgrass? Back to the question. Do we like Snodgrass?
What position does Snodgrass even play?
I don't care. I don't like him. I think he's awful.
Why?
Because he stinks, for one, and he did some gestures to us when they played us, and he's a cheat. He's a dirty, stinky cheat.
You're telling me that I don't like Sam Winall.
That is not true. That is not true. He does like Sam Winall. Let me tell you a story. When we went to see Wednesday, and we were queuing up to see the players when they were coming out after the game, and Sam Winall walked out, and just before he walked out, Charlie was going, I don't like Sam Winall. I don't like Sam Winall. And then when he walked out, he went, Sam Winall! Sam Winall! I love him! That's what you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. So let's get back to the point. Hull against Villa. What score have you got?
1-1.
1-1, and I've gone for 2-1 to Villa. Skipping over the Huddersfield game, we go to Southend versus Doncaster.
0-0.
0-0. That's a bold shout. They no longer have Ferguson. Darren Ferguson is not their manager anymore. He resigned.
Wasn't he assistant manager?
No, he was the manager. Trust. No, he was the manager.
No, he was
No, he was the
the
manager.
assistant.
No, he was the manager. No, he was the manager.
Like,
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
give me a second.
I'll arm wrestle you for it.
Like this video, if
Yes.
he was the assistant manager.
He's the manager.
Like this
Arm wrestle me
video.
for it. Whoever wins, they're right. I win. Darren Ferguson was the manager.
No,
Anyway.
like this video, if Darren Ferguson was the assistant manager.
Or, if you want to be correct, agree with me on this one. Trust me. Right. So what did we got? What score did you go for? 0-0. I've gone for 2-1 to Southend. What about Shrewsbury versus Bradford?
2-1 Bradford.
You've gone for 2-1 Bradford. I've gone for 3-1 to Shrewsbury. 3-1 Shrewsbury. And finally, the last game of the lot for the first week is Chorley versus York.
I like York.
I know you like York. Is there any reason you like York?
Yes, I was born in York.
You were born in York.
Yes.
You were born in York.
I also saw Barnsley play York earlier in pre-season. We beat them 7-1.
Yeah. So,
And they were ahead after half an hour.
Barnsley were losing 1-0,
To York.
and then Barnsley won 7-1.
Yeah, they came back to win 7-1.
Okay. So you don't think that that's a good sign for Barnsley?
It's not for me, because I like both.
Okay. So, what is your score in this then, Charlie versus York?
2-1 York.
2-1 York. Well, I've gone for you and your team to get a good spanking from Charlie. I've gone for 3-0 to Charlie. Let's just remind people of your shoe of the week. Your shoe of the week is...
Wigan against Wednesday.
And what was the score again?
3-1 Wednesday.
And my plant pot of the week is Brentford versus Rotherham. Brentford to win 3-0. Okay?
But before I start this that's not Huddersfield. Huddersfield will join us later, as we said. But anyway, we can stop the video now, so bye!
And let's have some music to play us out. Oh! It's the stink beans.